Hello everyone, so today we're gonna draw a VTuber that I have been watching. So I decided why not draw practice while I also support some new VTubers. I'm trying to do indie VTubers that are not extremely popular, like not like Shoto kind of popular. So I'm gonna try to support them as well as practice my art. I was kind of scared to start drawing because honestly, when I first drew for a VTuber, they were kind of like laughing at it because it wasn't that good. It was like 1 year ago, so obviously my art wasn't as good, and they definitely made sure that I knew that it wasn't. So yeah, so I kind of like stopped doing it because I was kind of scared of not making good art. But then I realized that not it was their problem, it was them just being a bit rude. I know my art is not the best, and I know that there are more artists that do give them artworks, and the way, like, they're more professional, and I'm not that good at art. But then at the same time, I don't think I should care that much about it because, first of all, it's practice, so it's whatever. So I started this one with a reference I found on Pinterest, and then also the reference sheet of the VTuber themselves. I got it from their Twitter, so I will be linking down their Twitch so you can go and support them. And honestly, they're so fun to watch because they do variety streams, and I love the layout and the theme of their VTuber model, and they're just, in general. And I had so much fun drawing this. Honestly, I was very scared about doing the hand, but I think I did pretty good. Like, I have no complaints about the hands. They look pretty good to me. I was scared for no reason. So I'm pretty glad how I made the hands, and then I adjusted them a bit. Then I had forgotten about the ears. I don't know how I forgot that because that's the main part of their design. But I drew it. Then I was not satisfied. I was like looking down at the reference. I'm so glad that they had the side post in their reference sheet because I could not figure out for the life of me how to do this damn ear. So I did that. It was super fun. And then I started to color. I was like, let's do simple flat coloring. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the full coloring of this because why not? First, I was deciding that I want to do highlighter and then keep it as simple as possible so that I am not being judged too harshly. But then I was like, you know what? It's okay. It's practice. If I don't work harder, how will I be better? Like, how will I get better, If I keep on doing it in a sketch mode, then I will only get better at sketching but not at rendering. So I try to do that for this took me like 2 hours. I don't know why it took me so long. I cannot speak today. What is up with that? I figured that the hair were not fluffier as I wanted them to be. Honestly, I still think that they are not as fluffy as they should be because, in the reference of their model, they're super fluffy. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'm talking about shit. No, I'm actually fixing stuff. Okay, I thought I was just talking and I was like, what am I doing? So I also wanted to make sure that the mirror face is front. I don't know why it didn't look like it was facing the front, but after rendering it looked okay. Now for the hair, that thing took me so long. I did not know how I wanted to render because I forgot how to render. This is why we don't skip the rendering part. And then I found this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous artwork on Pinterest, and oh my god, I should not have chosen this reference because then I was like, oh my god, my art sucks. Like, what the hell am I drawing? What is this? Because the reference was so beautiful. Like, oh my god, I absolutely love this artwork by the artist. I forgot the name, but it was in Japanese. But oh my god, this artwork was so pretty. Anyways, so I tried to do a bit of blocking. I didn't really study the reference because honestly I was getting tired. It was 2 a.m. I was dying. I was like, my back was hurting, my stomach was hurting, and my head was also hurting. So like, yeah. And I was trying to figure out how the hell do I make this look good, because let's be real, the reference was too good. Like, I can't do that with my skill level. And then I added some white lines so that it does look like a mirror. But yeah. And then I came to the face. Face was pretty fun to do because I don't know, the shadows were pretty much there, like in the reference, so I just had to copy how the reference looked. I did struggle to merge the colors because of the brush. It was a normal painting brush. It wasn't like a special brush for that I use. So kind of struggling with it, adjusting the opacity and the size and the colors. I wanted to make it more dynamic, so I added some blues and purples to give it more shadows and stuff like that. So that was a unique part of my artwork. So I'm pretty okay with it. It's not the best, but it's not that bad either. And then the eyes, I wanted to do something cooler, so I thought, why not do some crazy shading? But then I realized the eyes were too small to even notice the shading. So then I shifted to the clothes because I was like, at first I was like, let's not do the clothes, but then I was like, you know what, it's gonna look so disgusting that I have left the clothes in the middle. But I did it and I was like, okay, all right, we are okay with this. I didn't like fully rendered the clothes because I was getting super tired, and it was already 3 hours of me drawing this artwork, so I didn't render the clothes that much. I will later render it with a screen tone brush. So and then I was like looking at it and fixing little details, and I realized that the box that I made in the first scene was in the sketch layer, so I had to make it again. And then I was cleaning up, and later I realized that I have not colored the freaking necklace of the guy, so I will be fixing as that as well. And I was fixing the lines a bit just to make sure that everything is in the place. And I was also trying to fix the coloring. Like, I'm trying to render it here. It doesn't look that good, but at the same time it doesn't look empty, so that's good enough for me. And then I realized finally in the stream I said that I loved coloring gold, but then I couldn't color it, and I was like, what the hell? And then I was deciding to do a line art colors because black does not really look good, honestly. It's too sharp for a drawing piece, so I tried to add some light colors as well as dark shadows and stuff like that to make it contrasting a bit, and then erasing extra parts. And we were done after this mirror. I am really like proud of the way I did the mirror, and honestly it looks like a mirror, so that's good. So yeah, thank you for joining. Bye bye.